Namaste, Vanakkam. In the series of Periya Puranam, I am going to talk about another great devotee of Lord Shiva, Manakanjara Nayanar, as Sundaramurti Swamigal describes, Malai Malinda Tol Vallal, Manakanjaran Anjada Vattayan Adiyarkum Adiyen. Wonderful story. How these incredible depiction of their devotion and love to Lord Shiva. Could this happen? That's what we will think. Unbelievable events happen in their lives, and they don't hesitate to do their best to offer their life even at the feet of Lord Shiva. So such great one of the Nayanars, among the 63 Nayanars, he is also one of the great Nayanars. We will see what he did is absolutely unbelievable. No one would do that anywhere, anytime in the entire universe. Okay. Again, we are talking about the great Chola empire, and there was a small place called Kanjarur, and very fertile land that is, and there is always wonderful flowers blooming in all the lakes and all the temple tanks and all. So that's how all the it was the prosperity, abundance. It was seen everywhere. In that Kanjarur, there was a Nayanar, again agricultural family. He was named Manakanjarar. These people, even though they are agricultural family, somehow they were connected to the royal families, and then they used to his family used to be the commander-in-chief of the armies, the generals. Okay, that was their occupation. He was also very much devoted to Lord Shiva. Whatever he earned, he used to do charity and wonderful things to the devotees of Shiva and taking care of the temples and all those good things he was doing. Because of his devotion and also the dharmic thoughts, values what he had, he got married and had a wonderful, beautiful daughter. Parents were doting on that daughter. The daughter also was brought up in prosperity, and she was taken care of by so many people around the area, and she looked exclusively beautiful. Wonderful forehead, a short forehead. It's always compared to a crescent moon like forehead, and wonderful eyes and coral like lips, and whenever she smiled, she had dimples on her cheeks. So that was the beauty of that young girl who was growing up, and of course she reached the marriageable age also. At that time, the father wanted to give her in marriage to another great devotee of Shiva, Yeyarkon Kalikama Nayanar. That was a bridegroom who they were thinking, and of course people from the other bridegroom's side, elders came asking the hand of this wonderful girl, of the daughter of Manakanjara Nayanar. And of course Nayanar considered the family, the wonderful traits of the bridegroom, and also the discipline what he follows. With all these things, he was immensely pleased with Yeyarkon Kalikama Nayanar, and then he was ready to give his daughter in marriage to Yeyarkon Kalikama Nayanar. Preparations were made, and as you know, like it's always the marriages in those days took place in the palace or the houses of the bride's house. So the bride's palace was decorated with all the Saubhagya, Vastu, what we call the things, It was a huge canopy was spread, or what we call a shamiana kind of a thing, with the coconut leaves and palm leaves were prepared, and a white canopy was spread around, and it's all decorated with pearls, and they had decorated the wherever the entry place with plantain or banana plants, and also betel nut plants, and also the young coconut leaves were decorated all over, and of course the flowers. And then in the threshold they had kept a Purna Kumbam for the inviting the bridegroom's family, and there was a wonderful brass lamp which shows all auspiciousness is happening here. That is the thing. And then they cleaned the streets and spread new sand, and then put designed rangolis, the columns, everything, whatever in whatever way befitting for the wedding, they prepared everything so beautifully. And then the bridegroom has to come from the nearby village, so he started in his bridegroom attire, followed by his family, and he was coming, and of course all the Mangala Vadyas, instruments like nas, everything was played to invite the bridegroom. At that time, the great Lord Shiva, thought, what is the true nature of this Manakanjara Nayanar? How he will sacrifice anything for the sake of the devotee of Shiva. Okay, even at that moment. So, Bhagavan has decided, Shiva has decided that this is the time I am going to show the whole world what is this, who is this Manakanjara Nayanar. Okay. So he himself came in a form of a muni, like a sage, with all the vibhuti on his forehead, and he had the jata, and then he had the good rudraksha on his, in the ears also rudraksha is hanging, and he came, and then this they wear like who we call the Mahavirata Munivar. Mahavirata means extremely austerities, extreme austerities they follow, and the way they wear their what we call the sacred thread is made of good hair, human hair they will wear as the thing. And then, so that is how, and then also he had a bag full of vibhuti to give us prasadam to all his people. So he came and appeared at the threshold of the wedding house. And the moment he saw a great devotee of Shiva standing at an auspicious time during his daughter's wedding, he rushed to the threshold, welcomed the sage, and he said, please come, this is my wonderful day today, and you have come here to bless my daughter on the day of her wedding. What else I can ask for? So he invited him, made him sit, gave him all the respects to be given as a devotee of Shiva. Now Shiva himself is there, so by the respect was shown. And then the sage who came asked as though he did not know, what is this auspicious thing going on here? The whole street is decorated. What is happening here? As though he did not know. So he said, this person's daughter. So the word in Tamil is adiyen. Adiyen means me. They won't say I. That word is ahamkara will not be there. So he said, this person's daughter's wedding is today, and you have come to bless her. And so he said, yes, I am blessing you all with all the auspiciousness. So they brought the bride to be and asked her to propitiate or prostrate at the feet of this great Shiva devotee who came without even calling. He did not expect, he did not invite anyone, but he came at the right time. So he brought his daughter and made her offer her namaskara to him. Then when she fell down, and offered a namaskara. This Shiva, Lord Shiva, who has come in the disguise of a sage, looked at the beautiful hair of this girl. It was so black and curly and well decorated. Somehow he said, this is something is attractive in this hair. And then he said, this girl's hair, if it is given, it will be used for my thread, what I am wearing. It could be used because it's looking so well grown and well groomed, and somehow I am attracted towards her hair. So if that is given to me, I will make the sacred thread on my body. So what will be the reaction of the father and the bride-to-be? Immediately they will pounce on the person. What do you talk? What are you talking? It is our wedding day. How can I cut the hair and give it to you? Are you insane? And he will get people to send the person out, give him nice hits here and there, and then send him out. But this Manakanjara Nayanar, the name itself says that he is not afraid of his dishonor. He will fulfill the wish of the devotee of Shiva, now here Shiva himself. And then he said, yes, if that is my good destiny, I will do that. Immediately he held the hair of his own daughter to be married in another hour or so. And she is fully decorated as a bride. He took his sword and started cutting the hair. And almost everything is, because it was so thick, it was so dense, it was not easy for him to cut it. Somehow he made up his mind to cut the hair, and then he gave it in the hands of the sage. Okay? So, even though the hair is not a great gift to be given to anyone, except for the god, because we all do the tonsure, or what we call the mundan ceremony. When the child is first year or 1 or 2 years or 3 years maximum, they will do it. That also has a significance that we are shedding our arrogance at the feet of the God, so that we will not have that, because hair adds little beauty to this mortal body. So we think that's also, and nobody will ask for the hair. It's not a great object to be asked as a gift. So, and this girl also did not hesitate. She agreed to the wish of her father. Amazing. And without hair, a girl cannot get married also. Because if there is no hair, it's a kind of disfigurement for the girl. Okay, so this is how he thought, who will think of giving the hair just before the wedding? And the girl was also willingly gave her hair. So this is the moment he got the hair, Shiva disappeared, and he sat on the wonderful Nandi, and then he gave his blessing to Manakanjara Nayanar, who fell at the feet of Shiva. Shiva, I did not know, Bhagavan, that it was you who came to get the hair of my daughter. I am blessed, and then my daughter is also blessed. But only thing, her wedding is going to be happening in another hour. And then Bhagavan said, don't worry. I wanted to show that you will be ready to give even at that critical moment, without the second thought, that you will do your duty, whatever is asked by the devotee of Shiva. In your case, I myself came to show the world what is this greatness of this devotee. So what happened was, everyone will be happy, and the marriage will be taking place very well, because the bridegroom is also my devotee. So both of them will have a wonderful life. You need not worry. So the moment Shiva blessed, again the hair of that girl started growing more than what she had before. And then, of course, by then, within that short time, from the next, what we call the village called Pazhuvur, Ayarkon Kalikama Nayanar has started with his family to come and get the wedding being done here. Within that short time, everything happened, and when the party approached, they all, the bride's people, they were all extolling Manakanjara Nayanar and the daughter also for donating without a second thought the hair wanted by the Shiva devotee who appeared, Shiva who himself appeared as Shiva devotee and asked for the hair, and everyone was talking about that, and the marriage by the blessings of Lord Shiva took place, and the groom took the bride to his own place or his own village, Pazhuvur, and they lived a happily wonderful life with the devotion, increased devotion to Lord Shiva. So, Manakanjara Nayanar is another example that they will part with anything, whether it's a trivial thing or the best thing, and at the critical moment also, the great devotees have just offered themselves at the feet of Lord Shiva. Malai Malinda Tol Vallal Manakanjaran Anjada Vattayan Adiyarkum Adiyen. Those were the words of Sri Sundaramurti Swamigal. With this, I conclude today's series of the two Nayanars, the great Nayanars, Yenadinatha Nayanar and Manakanjara Nayanar. Nandri, Vanakkam.